Dear students, today we are going to study in brief about the development of Gupta coinage under the prominent rulers related to this dynasty. While studying the coins of Guptas, some relevant questions which come to our mind are: who were the Guptas? Which was their domain of rule? What are the sites of excavations of Gupta's coins? What are the designs and metals used in the production of Gupta's numismatics? What are the legends and divinities depicted on the Gupta coins? Now, history of Gupta dynasty. Under the Gupta Empire, which arose in Bihar around 320 AD, there was an outpouring of science, literature, music and the visual arts. The empire spread across northern India and lasted over 200 years. It is seen as India's classical age. The great rulers of the Gupta dynasty, Chandragupta I, Samudragupta, Chandragupta II, Kumaragupta and Skandagupta dominate the history of India of the 4th and 5th centuries AD. Consciously emulating the ancient Mauryan Empire, they established their capital at Patliputra, where they grew in power and importance until they, along with the remnants of Kushana culture, were finally crushed by the invasion of the White Huns in the last years of the 5th centuries. Originally from eastern Uttar Pradesh, Chandragupta I extended his rule to Magad by marrying a Lichavi princess, an event celebrated in a series of gold coins. He was the first of the dynasty to take the title Maharaja Dhiraj, means the Indian great king of great kings or supreme king. His son Samudragupta was a noted conqueror, and his grandson Chandragupta II spread the empire west and southwards with a series of conquests and marriages. The Gupta period is often described as the golden age of art and architecture in India. During this period, the iconographic canons of Brahmanical, Jain and Buddhist divinities were perfected and standardized, which served as ideal models of artistic expression for later centuries, not only in India but also beyond its border. It was an age of all-round perfection in domestic life, administration, literature, as seen in the works of Kalidas, in art creations and in religion and philosophy, as exemplified in the widespread Bhagavata cult, which identified itself with an intensive cult of beauty. Now we are going to describe the Gupta Numismatics, the art of coinage. The Gupta art is regarded as the high point of classical Indian art, and the coinage is equally regarded as among the most beautiful of ancient India. The main purpose behind the choice of Gupta coin designs seems to have been one of political propaganda. The king is always shown in ways that emphasize his statue as a great ruler and heroic warrior king. The representations are idealized images that adhere to the strict contemporary artistic concepts of the perfect human form. The Gupta coinage started with a remarkable series in gold issued by Chandragupta I, the third ruler of the dynasty, who issued a single type, the king and queen, depicting the portraits of Chandragupta and his queen Kumaradevi, with their names on the verse and goddess seated on a lion with the legend Lichaveha on the reverse. Up to Skandagupta, Gupta coins retain their Sindho-Kushana characters in the dress of the king and its treatment. Moreover, the body contours, especially of male figures, is specifically Hellenistic. On the obverse, the king standing and offering incense at the altar, a very common feature of the Gupta coinage, is Kushana prototype. Similarly, the reverse is a true copy of the Kushana type, which has Ordoksho seated on a high-backed throne. Guptas brought about a definite change in their efforts to Hinduize the coins. At the very outset, the Greek legend on the Kushana prototype was replaced by Brahmi. The peaked Kushana cap is never seen on Gupta emperors. The reverse is transformed by introducing goddess Lakshmi seated on a lotus instead of Ordoksho. Lakshmi is characteristically Indian in type, form and attitude, and is seen on the coins of Chedis, Gahadwalas and even on the coins of Muhammad bin Sam. Gupta coinage, in its delicate workmanship, exhibit a good deal of artistic achievement. It improved upon the design and introduced many original and unique artistic types. Now we are going to discuss coins under Chandragupta I. Altogether, only one type of coins of Chandragupta I have been found, and that is known as Kumaragupta type. On the alternative of the coin, a king wearing a cap, trouser, coat and ornament has been represented in a standing pose. Along with the king, queen wearing ornaments has been represented. The king is presenting a ring to the coin. On the right and the left side of the coin, the words Kumaradevi and Chandragupta are written respectively. On the reverse of coin, the figure of Lakshmi seated on the line and having the flower of lotus in her hand has been represented as well. Now we are going to discuss coins under Samudragupta. Samudragupta coinage features distinct Indian culture, dress, weapons, goddesses compared to the early Kushana coinage. Close-fitting cap instead of conical Kushana headdress, dhoti in place of Kushana long coat, jewelry and goddess Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati marks Indianization of Samudragupta's coinage. Weapons such as battle-esque, bow, arrow and swords appear for the first time. The coins of Samudragupta give us a lot of information on the start of the mighty empire of Guptas and its economy. The coins are indicative of the conquest of Samudragupta and his attainment of paramount power. Samudragupta issued 7 different types of coins, which are the following. Number 1, standard type, archer type, battle-esque type, Chandragupta I type, tiger slayer type, lyricist type and Aswamedha type. Now standard type. About 211 Samudragupta standard type coins have been discovered from Bengal, Bangladesh, Midnapur and Burdwan. These coins, except for the crescent near Garuda, have no foreign adaptations. The standard type coins depict the standing king holding a standard and offering oblations on a fire altar. The reverse show a goddess seated on a throne holding a cornucopia and the legend Parakramaha. Samudragupta is the first king to introduce engraving of metrical legend on the coins. The legend on these coins of different sizes and weights is: the unconquered one whose victories extend over a century of battles, having conquered his enemies, wins heavens. Archer type. The total number of archer type coins discovered is 13 from Banaras district and from places like Jaunpur, Bodh Gaya and Bayana. They are new type of coins but based upon the standard type. They depict the king with a bow in his left hand and arrow in his right hand. The legend also speaks of his personal prowess. Battle-esque type. The total number of battle-esque type coins found from Kannauj, Banaras and Bayana is 23. On the obverse, the king is standing with a battle-esque in his hand, and on the verse is a goddess seated on a throne. Dr. A.S. Atelkar identifies her with Lakshmi. The legend, when translated, records wielding the battle-esque of Kritant, the unconquered conqueror of unconquered kings, is victorious. Chandragupta I type. The Chandragupta I type is unique type as compared to the traditional Kushana coinage. In the obverse, Chandragupta I is seen standing but with right hand offering a king to Kumar Devi. Legend Chandra Kramaditya is seen on them. The reverse shows Durga on line. Tiger Slayer type. The Tiger Slayer type coins show very high artistic taste. The king is shown in very energetic and graceful posture, representing strength and courage. Lyricist type. The total number of lyricist type coins discovered is 19. Here, the king is seated upon a cushioned couch and is seen playing upon veena. On the reverse, the goddess is seated upon a wicker stool with a noose in her right hand and cornucopia in her left. The legend Maharaja Dhiraj Shri Samudragupta decorates the obverse. On the reverse is shown goddess Lakshmi. Samudragupta is credited with the innovation of this type. The fact that he was an accomplished musician and could excel Narad and Tumbaru. Aswamedha type. The total number of Aswamedha type of coins found is 43 from between Patna and Saharanpur. On the verse, a sacrificial horse is standing before a decorated yupa on a platform. The position of the yupa according to sacred texts shows that Samudragupta was the master of both the worlds of human beings and the world of gods. The reverse bears the portrait of crowned queen, probably Datta Devi, with a chauri in her right hand and a towel and cloth in her left hand. The legend on Aswamedha coins is very significant. The king of kings of irresistible prowess, having projected the earth, wins heavens. The Aswamedha type discovered in the Komila district shows an uncaparisoned horse in front of a sacrificial post with a flowing banner. The reverse shows a female, probably the chief queen, standing in front of an ornamental spear, Suchi, with a fly whisk over her right shoulder. Now, coins under Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II issued archer, standard, couch, Chakravikarma, horseman, lion slayer and chhatra or umbrella types of coins. In fact, his period is the glorious period in the numismatic history of India. He discarded Aswamedha coins of Samudragupta, perhaps because of his faith in Vaishnavism. Types of coins under Chandragupta II. loin slayer type. Chandragupta II loin slayer type mark the best specimen of coins struck in India. The loin slayer type coins have been found in various varieties. V.A. Smith has divided them into following varieties: loin combatant type, loin trample type, loin retreating type. The loin slayer type contained the legend Simha Vikarma, horse type. Horse type of coins of Chandragupta II speaks of his inclination towards horsemanship. He is the first emperor to issue this type of coins. Chhatra type. Chandragupta II Chhatra, umbrella type of coins depict the king offering incense on an altar, while an attendant holds an umbrella over him on a verse, and a goddess standing on lotus on reverse is known from the single specimen discovered from Hooghly district. Archer type. The archer type of coins under Chandragupta II became the most popular type of coinage with the Gupta rulers under Kumaragupta I and have been found in Faridpur, Bogra, Jaisore and Comilla district of Bangladesh and Kalighat, Calcutta, Hooghly, Burdwan and Murshidabad of West Bengal. This type has two classes, the one with an enthroned goddess and the other with a goddess seated on a lotus on reverse with several varieties. The archer type contains the legend Deva Shri Maharajadhiraj Shri Chandragupta. There is the Garuda, Vishnu's mount, on verse and reverse carried the image of Lakshmi. Couch type. The couch type coins contained the legend Rupakrit and Vikarma. Silver coins under Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II issued even silver coins, probably for the region that was conquered from the western Kshatrapas. Silver coins of Chandragupta II are divided into two classes. The legend ends with Vikramaditya and the second is the legend ends with Vikramakasya. Coins under Kumaragupta I. Kumaragupta I issued as many as 13 types of coins. Most of them are a blend of different types issued by his predecessors. Kumaragupta issued various varieties of coins including archer type, swordsman type, Ashwamedha type, horseman type, loin slayer type, tiger slayer type, peacock type, elephant rider type. He also minted fine silver coins during his long reign. The gold dinar coin weighing 8.3 grams of Kumaragupta I translates victorious by his own merit is Mahendra Kumara. Mahendra is the son of the Hindu god Indra, the ruler of the heavens. Part of the king's O's name, Kumar, is itself an alternative name of the god of war, Skanda, also known as Kartike. The coin designs take its imagery further. On the back of the coin, Kartike is shown seated on his mount, the peacock, making an offering at an altar. On the front, the king, who is thus linked not only by his name but also by his actions with the god of war, is feeding the peacock. His swordsman type are the same as Chhatra type of Chandragupta II. The obverse is the same except that Kumaragupta's coin does not have the umbrella bearer behind the altar. The reverse is an exact copy of archer type class 1 type of this reign with a legend. The most famous coins of Kumaragupta's time are rhinoceros slayer type, elephant rider lion slayer type and Kartikeya type, also called peacock type. The rhinoceros type is both artistic and unique. The king riding a horse is depicted attacking a rhinoceros. Kumaragupta I was the ruler of both western and eastern India. Lion and tiger type of coins are recalled these two regions. Peacock type coins are an innovation of Kumaragupta I. Contrary to the usual procedure, the reverse represents god Kartikeya as Shakti Dhara with Mayur Vahana and not a goddess. The legend Mahendra Kumara is expressive of the king's devotion to both these gods. Aswamedha type must have been issued to commemorate the performance of horse sacrifice. The legend on the verse reads Jayati Divam Kumara and the reverse reads Shri Aswamedha Mahindraha. His coinage itself is enough to speak about the vastness of his empire. Coins under Chandragupta. Chandragupta's period was one of the great struggle against foreign aggression and internal rebellions. The emperor did not get much time to pay attention to artistic developments. As the treasury was weakened, the coinage also suffered. Only the archer type of his coinage is famous. In it, the king is seen in coat and trousers, a dress of Kushanas. This shows warlike activities of the kings. On the reverse, goddess Lakshmi depicts the king as a worshipper of Vishnu. Chandragupta issued three types of gold coins including archer type, king and Lakshmi type and horseman type. As a lower denomination, he circulated debased silver coins. After the Huna war, even the gold coins were debased with silver. His successors Purugupta, Kumaragupta II issued only one type of gold coins, namely archer type. Buddhagupta's coins followed his predecessor's type, but artistic degree is not that great. Some silver coins of Chandragupta II, Kumaragupta I and Chandragupta were discovered at Muhammadpur near Jaisore in 1852. In the conclusion, we can say that coinage of the Gupta period depicts a very high standard of artistic taste and craftsman's skill in translating thought in terms of metal. The variety in designs, the refinements in execution and the legend in meter are some of the glorious achievements of the artists, mind masters and the literary figures of the age. Thank you.